Hi, it's Jan Moss again, and I've got some top tips on how to use attraction marketing for you today. 10 top tips. Now there's quite a lot of detail here, so I would recommend that you grabbed a pen and paper and made some notes. And I've got my notes here as well because there's a lot to remember, so forgive me for glancing down. So number one, you need to decide what you want to do and stick to it. It's alright seeing, if you've got the shiny ball syndrome, i.e. seeing something and think, oh, that looks good, I'll try that, oh, that looks, oh no, I think I've got that looks, if that's the one, keep moving around. It's never going to happen. You've got to choose the company you want to work with or the project you want to work on and stick with that project, not keep jumping around from one to the other. Now, of course, that doesn't mean to say you do it forever. You have to work out if it's a good plan, but don't just do it for 5 minutes and leave it. You need to stick with that plan once you've started. Number two, don't listen to what people say, do what they do. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, we get all these sales marketing letters. If we've signed up to anybody's list, we'll be on their list, we'll be getting lots of marketing emails. And if we read everything they read and did what they said, i.e. buy their product or buy this or buy that, then we'd be doing the shiny ball syndrome again. So obviously there will be occasions when you want to do what they say, but the majority of the time, if you read the marketing emails that you're sent, read what they're putting down there, use the technique. Obviously you mustn't copy it word for word. What it is about videos makes me don't copy it word for word. Look how the sort of language they're using, how long are their sales letters or their emails, how are they spaced out. Do what they're doing in their emails, in their sales letters. And again, obviously it's not copying it exactly, just getting the ideas and using them. I've mentioned this one earlier really, 3, never quit. It's similar to do what you want to do and stick with it, but it's also just don't quit altogether. Just get going with it, keep going, just don't quit. And on this subject, number 4 is have a plan and follow it. Don't just move around inside the same project. You know, if you're doing one particular company, whatever company you're working with, don't try all different ways of doing it, at least to start with. Stick for one plan, go with it, work before you start, make sure it's the one you want to follow, then to have a look how long you think it would take to get results using that plan, and then make sure you keep aware of that timeline. See by then if it is working or if it's not working. If it's not working, you maybe need to refine it, do some tweaks, or you maybe need to completely forget about that plan and start a new one. But don't just do all different things all at the same time. You need to be aware of where you're going. Very, very important is to have a reliable traffic source, and this is more talking about paid advertising. And one traffic source that has been highly recommended by Dave Sharp is Facebook pay-per-click. And if you don't know anything about that, well, there's lots of videos on YouTube that you can watch. You can Google and you can find out all about how to do Facebook pay-per-click. I will be doing a video on it at some point in the future, but it's not in the immediate future. But do watch this space. However, if it's not Facebook pay-per-click, make sure you ask your upline or whoever is working with you what they use. And again, remember, don't just do what they say, make sure that you have evidence that that's what they're using. Use what they're using, if they're successful, of course. With that, you need to know your target market. Whatever traffic source you're using, you need to know your target market. Otherwise, it's just like, it's like throwing a piece of bread into a an ocean and hoping that the particular shark is going to bite on it. You have to know where or who your people are, so that you're speaking the same language as them, that you're appealing to the things that will attract them, that they're saying the things that they'll be looking for. You have to really know your target market. And 7, I've mentioned this a little bit before. Learn how to tell your story. Now, if you're not making £1 million a year, then that's not a problem. Well, maybe for some people, but it's the little things that count. If you just get 1 or 2 leads a day or a week even, how did you get your first lead? Do a story about how you got your first ever lead, how you got your 10 leads a day, how you got your first enrollment, your first client. Whatever it is, if it's only a little one, there'll be somebody that's not got that already, so you'll still be beyond somebody else. So learn how to tell that story. You need to have a good converting offer. And what do I mean by that? Well, you need to have a capture page or something that's going to convert sales, that people are going to buy, basically. So you have to have a good product. You need to have a good offer for someone that they'll want to not only opt in, but to buy it. 9, have the capture page. Make your own capture page, basically. And again, this is something you can look up on YouTube. There's videos, or you can Google it. Ridiculous how it makes me yawn when I do videos. And I'm trying to breathe. Breathe. Okay, this could be number tip 9A. Learn to breathe when you're doing videos. The capture page is a great way to do a fabulous capture page, is to do your own capture page using a system like OptimizePress, and to do a video with it, and to do a sales video. If you do your own video, then talk about the pain you've experienced in it, as opposed to that you have experienced in the past, not about what you're experiencing now. Use that language. It will attract attention, especially in headlines. If you have in the headlines about, like, I used to live in a van and have no money, and didn't have enough money to eat, or whatever it is, talk about the pain rather than just talk about how you're now earning full-time from home. A lot of people wouldn't believe that, or wouldn't associate it with it, but they'll associate with the hard times you've had, and then you can say about how great things are now. So make sure you talk about the emotions and the hardships of anything that you've had in the past. But if you're still in that place, don't go on about that. That's not going to work. Why would anybody want to join anybody who's broke and can't afford to pay for their food bills? So that's actually 9 and 10. 9 was the words, the emotions that you're using, and 10 is creating your own capture page. So there's 10 top tips on how to use attraction marketing to your benefit, how to use it effectively. I will be talking about more of these things in more detail in future videos, so please do come back and read more. In fact, the very next post I'm going to be doing will have some more information on, or some more tips on attraction marketing. So this is Jan signing out. Until tomorrow.